breaking news or whatever. They're on another one. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, emergency Zoom film at 11. Same 5 goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion they skin while half watching Yellowstone. Gang, gang, squinting at 8 point, find like detectives. Zoom so far and the pixels are screaming for mercy. Look at this, timestamp 2022, my God, but they're yelling it like they just cracked Watergate. High five. Mike's been muted for 20 minutes, still barking. Circular logic, so a lot of time that's impressive. Trust the plan, this is massive. Nah, fam, it's boilerplate and it's mid at best. Gang, gang. Self-appointed outrage, squad patting each other like they personally ended corruption. Gang. Dropping bombshell tea that's been sitting in pieces since breakfast. Gang, gang. Moral high ground, speed run, they'll flip the script the second it's convenient. Gang. Same PowerPoint presentation, new day, same brain dead narration. Gang, gang. We're not obsessed, we're just passionate. 3-hour living yesterday's hoodie, passion in my ass. Why is he even breathing right now? Says the guy refreshing notifications every 14 seconds. Gang, gang. Playing lawyer on God mode, reading comprehension. Stuck in elementary, confidence in the stratosphere. Case dismissed. They're screaming to the void. Motion still pending, but go off, I guess. Disagree? Obviously a paid chill. Actually read the filing, deep state plan. Laugh at them, you're clearly compromised too. Exist in the same zip code. Suspicious behavior, notify the group chat. Gang, 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 gang. Tighter circle, smaller brain. Gang, gang. Echo chamber finally running out of oxygen. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, acting the actual judge like it's group chat. Replay all meltdowns, labeled just asking questions. Got warned by the core once, that was a suggestion. Still get it the same screen like it's strictly trash talk. Gang, gang, we're above all this drama. While screenshotting, they on meltdown for content. Preaching peace and love while actively baiting bears. And fake shock when the bear finally bites back. How could this happen? Gang, gang, synchronized tantrum hours. 5 tabs open, all the same screenshot. Different zoom levels, gang, gang. Premature victory lap over legal language, still can't pause. Gang, gang, standing 10 toes on business until tomorrow's violence and I'm scrambling again. Gang, gang. Hype the claim to the moon, then ghost the chat when it ages like milk. Gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang. Gang, gang. Refresh, refresh. Gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang. See y'all same time tomorrow. Gang, gang. Don't be late.
Oh my. You know, Venom, there's only one thing that we missed out on. This right here.
Shadows ready to attack. No warning shot, no polite hello. Has wicked grin and a toxic glow. She's dripping poison like gossip at brunch. Her sharp bite and you become her lunch. Sexy till you're twitching on the floor. She's smirking in your face, then comes back for more. Bite, bite, baby, better say your prayers. Venom's got stilettos and homicidal flair. She's vicious, delicious, a queen with a sting. The sexiest nightmare you've ever seen. Pucker up, sugar. Mama's venom tastes sweet.
Nothing like having little Venom. I mean, they seem to be upset with you, don't they?
You know, I don't know why.
I'm amazed. Is it because you keep showing the truth?
You know, I think I heard she had a little problem with me showing a few dates that were from her stream for HJ Christmas and talking about some of the gifts that were listed on the Amazon wish list or even being on with you, Shizzy. Like, she's upset. Maybe she wants, a guest panel.
I'm trying to think. Should I give her a guest? No, that's never going to happen. No. No, see, I have no problem. I think she's doing just fine over there. I mean,
Yeah,
she's got her whole little garage set up. I mean, her little HP computer just sitting there typing away, got her pack of smokes, her ashtray, her 2-liter bottle of Coke. I mean, she's set for the night.
yeah, yeah. I mean, she changed her cigarette brand, it appears. She went
What,
from
she's
Marlboro
not doing the
Black
Marlboro
to,
100s anymore?
well, no, they're still 100. She just went from the Marlboro Black to Marlboro Gold, which are the lights. So, I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah. So, they don't weigh as much.
well,
Well, she's got a
it's,
problem with weight, so she's taking it down a little bit.
hey, I hope she is. I mean, that
Hey,
whatever her medical scare was, it had to be something serious that there were two ambulances or
two
whatever there
ambulances?
were.
Two
Yeah.
ambulances, huh? Two ambulances. Hmm. What would cause two ambulances? Well, I mean, maybe a crane.
Well, yeah, I mean, life support and really support.
I want to give a holler to chat. Chat, you are absolutely wonderful, and thank you so much for you guys coming by and celebrating Megan's birthday with her. That was absolutely the kindest thing. She had so much fun. We had a blast over there. That's why I didn't stream last night. I was like, I'm not going to take away. I'm not like Jay. I'm not going to take away her thunder.
Jay, he's that guy who's, he's constantly at the edge of Rosalind's bed fighting for space with Honey and, Trixie and them. He's always wanting the foot of the bed, and then Megan too, I'm sure he was fighting for spots on the bottom of her foot of the bed. That
Boy's got
hair has
problems
just
with
got to be
feet.
everywhere.
He's got problems with feet. What can you say? What can you say? Just needs the feet. Oh my God. Now I did set, I don't set up goals inside of the YouTubes. Okay. But I do have like personal goals here. So if you guys are wanting to hear something off of the new album, I have Venom's song all queued up, ready to just get nasty. It's really easy. Once we hit 100, we get songs or 20 memberships, whichever. We'll hit it. We'll give you guys a song off the album that has yet to been released. And I know that you're seeing these little premieres that all of a sudden came popping up. Those are the ones that we did last week. And the new ones I've got, oh, they are so tasty. So tasty. I played a little bit for Venom tonight, and she was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
because they are so glorious." I had so much fun making them. I played one on Megan's last night that I'm sure you guys heard, and of course, I sent Megan a very special one just for her. But I do have those in there, and some of them I'll do for a lot less, but we'll see how the night goes. Just Dawn, good to see. Little D, Jen keeps it real. Hello, Early Mug and Tug Raiders. We love you guys. T42, I see you right there. FOIAs are coming. Oh, you have no idea. The FOIAs that are coming, 5 years worth of FOIAs are going to be coming out, and they're going to show exactly the kind of craziness that happens in the villages. I can't wait to see them. I have no idea what they look like. They're publicly available, so if you want to get them, you just go out there and FOIA that crap. I mean, it's as easy as that.
FOIA.
I mean, weren't they saying they don't care? Go ahead and FOIA.
Yeah, she said
Actually,
she loves FOIAs.
Well, and I posted up on Facebook, I suspect tonight she's going to go live with a camera. That's what she said she was going to do. She's going to turn that camera on her face. Oh no, she just said she was going to turn on the camera. She didn't say she was going to turn on her face. That's how they'll do it. They'll just laugh at chat and go, ha ha ha. We said we are going to turn on the camera and I would show my, I said, yeah, we know what their game is, because Well, here's the thing. Nobody cares if you're overweight. But don't lie to people and tell people that you've got, this gorgeous, young body whenever it's clear that is not a gorgeous young body. I mean, I'm in my 50s, okay? I don't have a gorgeous youthful body like I used to. No problem there. I
We
don't
all wish we could dial back the time. I mean, I
mm,
do. I mean, that's why I went with an avatar and the organism alien, whatever Venom is made out of. That's why I picked what I picked, because it's not me. If anybody thinks I have rainbow hair, I don't. It's not neon.
well, and see, and whenever we mock them, it is because they're horrible people, and I don't think they understand this. I mean, I had a friend that was 6'5", weighed 390 pounds, and that was after he lost 300 pounds. Okay, he was a really, really, really dear friend of mine. And, he just was one of the kindest souls that you could ever possibly imagine. He was telling me a story because, I was just like, hey, this really sucks for you. And he was just like, yeah, he goes, but I've been losing weight. He goes, I used to weigh quite a bit more. He goes, I have a hard time coming over, visiting with your brother-in-law because, they invite me over for dinner. He goes, I have to stop and eat a full meal before I show up because I feel too embarrassed to actually, eat in front of them because, I have this insatiable appetite. He was telling me that he would stop at Burger King and get 5 Whoppers, 5 large orders of fries. We're not talking Whoppers, we're talking like double Whoppers, 5 large orders of fries, and a large Diet Coke. And that was just to tie him over from breakfast to
Yeah.
lunch.
I
Okay.
mean,
This is a guy that had a serious problem because he was never, I mean, his parents raised him that way, 7 brothers and 2 sisters. And it was just, I mean, there was always seconds. I mean, it was an insane amount of food that they would always eat. And he got into this habit that he never could kick. He passed at the age of 39 because
oh,
his heart failed, because it just couldn't get enough blood through his body. And I miss the man dearly. And so whenever I'm mocking these people, it's because of the shitty kind of people that they are. And they don't understand that, it's not, there's not a big deal. If you've got an issue, you can always go get help. The problem with it is they're trying to make themselves out to be something that they're not. And they're scamming people left and right. And we've seen this time and time again.
yeah. I
That,
mean,
go ahead.
they make fun of everybody's looks. I mean, they're constantly knocking Jeremy. They're knocking George. George is beautiful. I mean, and I'm not just saying that. I really think she's a beautiful woman. You've got Megan, another pretty one. Rosalind,
Yep.
beautiful. I mean, they look at them and they're knocking them. They make, the rudest comments. They cuss and swear about all of us. I don't believe, if I have, I'll apologize if I've ever used cuss language in the same sentence with her name, or even, just saying Fleesa. All the nicknames started because nobody wanted to identify the channels. That's why
Yes.
the nickname started. And, you know, like someone, I think it was you that pointed it out, Google keeps track of this stuff. When this case is all done and over, does she really want us to keep, using her channel name and keep it on Google search where people could look it up and see, you know, not just the negative things she has said, but things that have been proven and said what she's done on that channel. I'd want
Oh
to fade off
God.
into the distance and keep my channel and not be known.
I mean, here's the thing. If I was in her position, I would find something completely else to talk about. I would walk away from talking about Jeremy Hales. I mean, she's getting a pretty big pass, but she has so much hatred and spite. I don't know why it is. It might be because, well, let's see, she was a mod for Jeremy, she was a mod for Travis, and her ass got kicked to the curb because of the shady shit she was doing, because she started being a pain in the ass. That's why her ass got kicked to the curb, because they started seeing how vile she was. Now she's over there, just slobbering on Dodgy Robbie and thinking that he's going to do great for her. What's going to happen whenever Dodgy Robbie figures out what kind of person she actually is and starts going, oh shit. Do you think that he's going to keep that around? I mean, unless he's just absolutely, in for a penny, in for a pound, might as well have fun with it. I mean, who knows? Who knows with these folks?
I mean, we've seen the double bus run over incident between her and LP, and she claims she never, LP says she's never called anybody a bad name, has never lied, has never posted anything, has never accused anybody of touching inappropriately the child or acting.
Oh no, that's a lie. That's a lie right there, because she accused John of that. She's the one that posted that crap about Jeremy Hales. She put that crap out there. There's a reason why they got a protective order against them. Do you think that they didn't have this stuff whenever they showed it in court?
She accused Lloyd. She accused her grandson. I mean, there's a police call with her and her grandson speaking of that incident. There's posts of it.
She said that about her grandson too.
Yeah. Definitely
just
did.
Like, oh my God. I mean,
he even started to accuse Lisa of it.
Oh, well, it was LP's words and voice, and text is going to be her downfall. I mean, it's more than that, and it's not the what is going to be her downfall is that she has the bad things that she's done, the bad things that she's admitted to, and it's just to cover up one bad thing after the another. It's just like, come on.
Yeah, they just keep running with the, LP is just, her and Marla are just running around. Oh, those are AI voices. That's not really her voice.
Well,
that's
no,
her
that's
in the video.
That's the funny part about it is like, I've got it up on my channel. You can check it out. I have the audio between Tug, which Tammy was not Tammy, but
Tina.
Thank you. God. I'm old. My brain breaks every so often.
Your brain breaks.
Yes. No. So I have the audio up there between Tug and Tina. Tina was the intermediary, and then you also had having this conversation. I've got it all up there. And they kept saying, oh, this is AI. This is clearly AI. This never happened. This was all AI. This was Tug adding this stuff in there. And then all of a sudden it became, oh no, it's more AI. It's more AI. This never happened. That's not Michelle's voice. And on all of a sudden it's just like, well, they did this illegally.
Yeah,
they recorded her voice illegally. It's like I said before, their story changes from hour to hour, day to day, week to week, whatever makes their motivation. Come on. Is online language, we call that lagging? No. Well, then I'm always lagging. Trust me, it's like the spark plugs don't fire quite right like they're supposed to. But
Zizzy has a misfire.
Always has them.
And I'm just running on one gasket.
You have no idea how bad it is that I miss a lot of stuff. But so what we have here is there was a plaintiff's motion, and this was filed today. If you see, that's Doc 182. The plaintiff's motion for leave to file the third amendment, plaintiff Jeremy Hales, by through undersigned counsel. And it just wants to streamline the litigation by focusing the case on just two discrete claims against two defendants. The proposed Third Amendment complaint leaves only Jeremy Hales as the sole plaintiff. Only two counts now remain. Count 1 for malicious prosecution against Preston, renumbered as count 1, and count 16 for violation of Florida's sexual cyber harassment law against Paint Chips, renumbered as count 2. Okay, that's it. 2 counts. That's all that they're wanting to prosecute. This amendment serves the interest of justice, judicial economy by transforming it into a straightforward 2-claim action like the judge has. The amendment causes no prejudice to any party. Indeed, it benefits the 2 remaining defendants by narrowing the claims that they must defend. So it's not adding a whole bunch of stuff. They don't have to answer anything except for these two issues. By narrowing the claims they must defend, the amendment is timely, made in good faith, not futile, according to the liberal amendment standard, blah, blah, blah. Court should grant leave to file the third amended complaint. The proposed amendment focuses on 2 specific incidents: Preston's filing and voluntary dismissal of a stalking case against Hales, and Paint Chips posting of images depicting Hales. This dramatic simplification will benefit the court, all parties, by reducing the time and expense required for discovery, which it would, discovery, motion practice, and trial. Now, and then what they do is they give a little bit of background here. We've heard the background before. What he does, what Elephant Shoe does, what Defendant Preston was initially a viewer and self-described super fan of What the Hell's platform. Whenever she learned that he purchased in Otter Creek, Florida, for part-time operations in July of 21, while residing in Northport, Florida, Preston visited the vacant lot across from Hale's property, falsely posted. It's basically given a rundown of everything. And if it seems like I'm skipping over a lot of this, if you want me to slow down, I can. All you have to do is just tell me, I can slow it down. But what this is basically describing the background on how she ended up in Otter Creek. We already know the things that she posted. We also know that he sent a cease and desist, and this is where it's the meat of it. In September of 2023, Preston filed a petition for injunction for protection against stalking against Mr. Hales in the Circuit Court of the 8th Judicial Circuit for Levy County. During the proceedings, Preston invoked her, and we all saw this, she invoked her Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination when in question about the case. In September of 2024, immediately after a hearing on Mr. Hale's motion to dismiss the case with prejudice, Preston filed a notice of voluntary dismissal. The stalking case was dismissed in favor of Mr. Hales. Prior to filing the stalking case, Preston now, if you're wondering, well, why was it part of being in favor of Mr. Hales? She voluntarily dismissed. That means that he won, and he could have pursued further if he wanted to and got sanctions on her, but he didn't.
Right. And
so
this is also the video to remind those that may have just recently seen it and started following. When they're in court and the judge questioned her, you do understand what we're doing? And she said, yes.
Yes, it was very clear exactly what that was all about. They sat down, they had a conferral, came back in. She said, do you understand? Were you coerced? Were you challenged? Is there anything that we need to know? Like, did your lawyer tell you that you had to do this? All these kinds of things. She did it willingly.
Yeah. And she's been spinning it ever since, saying she was never told that Randy and the lawyer had the meeting without her, that, this was all pre-planned and discussed and done without her permission or approval. And then, the lawyer she had at the time lied to her and said, you could always refile the case.
Well, that would be bull. That would be absolute bull. And the reason I say that, and I'll see if I can find this particular one, because I think I know where to find it. I'm pretty sure I know where to find this. And give me just a second. We'll go down here and we will find right here, and I will see if I can find this particular one. Let's go down here.
Hello to everybody coming in.
Hey, welcome. Now I am running a little thing that I will play some music. But we're going to get to $100. Doesn't matter how it comes in. It can come in through super chats, super tips. It can come in through, individuals, throwing in whatever, or 20 gifted memberships. We'll play a song for you. Pretty straightforward. I hope that you guys will enjoy this. And that's part one. I'm pretty sure that's Judge Grudge. And I will see if I can find it. Part two.
Yeah, that was with Davis, wasn't it?
Yeah, Judge Davis. I believe that's still Judge Grudge. And like I said, I've seen this one before, and I will find it because I had it saved. And it is absolutely insane. Whenever you see it, you're going to just go.
Hello, everyone, and don't forget to get those thumbs up. Just because I'm sitting on the microphone doesn't mean I won't bite your thumbs off.
Oh, she might. She
I
might
will.
just bite them off.
Definitely will. I like thumbs, and I'm going to start aiming for pinky fingers, too.
Oh, my God. Because it was the absolute final one.
I think, wasn't it February of 2024?
I believe it was. And that's why I'm going back to look at it, because I've got some of these that are like years old.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll come back to this later, because that I don't want to spend too much time on that right now, but there's more documents. So I'm trying to rush through a lot of these because I've been sort of slacking just a little bit, been making music.
Yeah. I mean, the music is important because it's not just music, people.
It is
it's
their
a way
words.
To hear their words without repercussions or her voice constantly just going off and, attacking people and nagging and what they do.
Max, it might have been removed from the docket, but the video is still out there of this.
They could remove what they want from the docket, but a lot of people saved.
You know what? I will pull this up because I'm hell bent. I do this whenever I get hell bent on something. I just go, you know what? I know that it's there. Let me find it. Give me a second. It's really an important one. And I can just scroll down through this because I saved a lot of these.
Yeah, especially since this is like her biggest contention is that, this court case, when it got dismissed, was, so unfair, and she knew nothing about it. She wasn't warned. It was like 2 minutes, according to her. In 2 minutes, this all happened and it was done and over with. No, not how it happened.
No, not at all.
Just like she says she never talked about Lisa, but she did. Just like Lisa said she never said anything bad about Lynette, but she did. So did the viewers. I mean, the denial and the spinning is what's got everybody up in arms that is reporting this story. Not because we're inserting ourselves, because it's insane how much it changes and spins. Like you said, it's always a new flip, a new spin, a new story. It's never the same.
No, and that's been the biggest problem with all of this, is because because too many people are not going back and pulling this stuff up. And then all of a sudden it becomes, well, that never happened. Oh, this absolutely happened. And I'm just like, no, that's not true. That would be false. And it's also become a very big, point of contention amongst people where they're just like, oh, well, that, you forgot all about this. And well, this didn't happen. No, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I just saw something that I hadn't seen in a while. I love it whenever I go back and scroll in on these things.
It's amazing what you find.
Oh my gosh. And that one's beautiful. So okay. Some of these are like, I've had here forever.
Exactly, Sonia Brain. Nobody that's actually following all the documents that they're filing, documents that Jeremy has filed. This side had, everybody that has reported on the court documents, Tug, Megan, Shizzy, Rosalind, whatever court documents that have been shown with me and Rosalind, it's been shown because it's there. It's the story. It's what has happened. Not something that's just, oh yeah, something was filed and you know what? We've got our response and this is what we said. And that's the only side you hear.
Well, and that has been a pretty big consistency through all of this, is you keep hearing all of this kind of stuff where it's like, oh, well, this never happened. And I'm just like, no, that is not true. Like, and then you turn around and you show it and you're just like, oh, okay. Well, okay. It's so that's there. And I'm like, well, I mean, you're missing these other little items here. And I wanted to see if I pause if I know where it is. And I will find this damn thing. I'm looking because I'm really close to it.
He's getting closer, guys, and then you're going to see. And then, not for nothing, chap, but I could tell you guys, too, that didn't see the very start of it. Jeremy had his civil protection order. He had his ex parte. She called the court that day, and they wouldn't, they told her, no, there was nothing. They can't because of the civil protection and the law or the statute that it's filed under doesn't allow for it to be on the docket. So she ran to Levy County and had not one, not two, but 3 ex parte meetings with the judge. All you see on her paperwork is the clerk entry into the court that she filed for a temporary restraining order or protection order, however they want to phrase it in her state. And it wasn't approved or put into motion until Jeremy was actually physically in court after multiple meetings and talking to the judge, depicting everywhere Jeremy was. And the only way she would know where Jeremy was or going to be was to be watching his videos.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And that was the craziest part of it, because I'm sitting there going, oh my God, you find it amazing that these folks have constantly said, oh, well, this didn't happen. I'll find it later, because there is so much out there right now. Because I'm sitting there looking, I know which one it is. I can see the exact stream for it. And I do have the stream up there. I've actually recently played those, so I'll pull it up later. But this one right here, we just need to get through this right there. They keep saying they have all this evidence, but never show a damn thing. That's absolutely true. And I've been showing the evidence so much that it's like, where in the hell did I keep that? Where did I store that one? Which one is this? Oh my gosh. Prior to filing the stalking case, Preston made statements to journalists Shara Wolf, that revealed her improper motives. On June 19th of 2023, Preston stated, "I want to be able to sue him, Shara, and I want to be able to win." On July 2nd, 2023, Preston stated, "I need to sue this son of a bitch." Preston further stated, "I want to sue him, and I hope to God he settles out of court and gives me enough to finish my house, pay off my stuff, and get my ex-husband living somewhere else." Now, Paint Chips engaged in a separate course of conduct targeting Mr. Hales. On or about January 28, 2025, Paint Chips sent email to Anti-Defamation League making false statements accusing Mr. Hales of anti-Semitism, comparing him to advocates of eugenics and mass murder. On or about January 26, 2025, Paint Chips sent a similar email to YouTube channel, That Umbrella Guy, which creates programming about Mr. Hales. On 2025, Paint Chip posted a video online depicting Mr. Hales as Adolf Hitler by adding a Hitler mustache to his photograph. The video was published at his Substack page. The image conveyed Hales's personal identification information through his photograph, specifically naming him in the URL and content. Mr. Hales never consented to the publication of these images. Plaintiff now seeks to leave to file a third amended complaint that dramatically simplifies this litigation. The proposed third complaint retains only 2 counts. Malicious prosecution against Preston based on the filings and prosecution of the stalking case, which she voluntarily dismissed in September 2024. There we go. That might work, and I can maybe do a little search for September 2024. That might help me narrow it down.
Yeah, I knew it was well, we knew it was definitely September, but I maybe it was February that Judge Davis actually ordered that the TPO be done, and that's when they agreed it was done and over with.
No, it's just it doesn't show the actual dismissal on it, but it's got Jeremy on that date, September 2024. There's only one of them for that particular one. She wanted $65,000. That's absolutely right, Song.
Yeah.
Pinch.
Yeah. Ironically, the same amount that her and John each had going in to Levy County and onto the wall of purgatory.
Oh yeah. The proposed amendment removes all allegations related to the anti-what the hell's media ecosystem conspiracy theory and all claims based on alleged coordinated defamatory campaigns. Instead, it focuses on 2 discrete incidents: Preston's filing of the stalking case and Paint Chip's posting of images. The Third Amendment maintains complete diversity of citizenship. Hales is from Ohio, Preston is from Florida, and Paint Chips is a citizen of Florida, Collier County. The amount in controversy exceeds $75,000, and with the malicious prosecution claim seeking $390 in damages and the sexual harassment claim seeking $370 in damages. The proposed amendment satisfies the rules, and it basically just gives all of what the rules are and deciding whether to grant a party leave. Just basically, this is just them asking for it. The proposed third complaint satisfies all requirements for amendment because it dramatically simplifies, as the judge asked for, causes no prejudice to any party. They've already both been served. Indeed, this amendment is unusual in that it transformed the case into a straightforward 2-claim action under the liberal amendment standard. The court should grant leave to file the third amended complaint. It involves no undue delay, and the reason for that is why? They haven't had any discovery yet.
Yeah.
This has just been, they haven't even gotten to the point where the judge was saying, yes, they've been completely served. Because the judge recognizes they've been served. If you don't believe me why the judge recognizes they've been served, right here, it says that Paint Chips wants to set aside a default, having set aside the default. So this document right here, which came out last, what was it, the 8th, court finds good cause for setting aside the entry of default against him because of all of this. So he has been served. The judge recognizes he's been served. Paint Chip recognizes he's been served, and they've been served. So it's pretty easy to break this down. So, I would think that that the whole anti-Hales ecosystem there would be celebrating. They would be jumping up and down. They would be having like a big, drinking party, which wouldn't be too far-fetched, maybe lots of drugs and unsafe sex or something. I don't know. But I would think that they would be like celebrating this right here and just being like, this is awesome. Because that means if the judge agrees to this, that the flea is not involved anymore, that Deuce isn't involved anymore, that what's that little whiny bitch's name?
Marla?
Marla, yes, that one would not be involved.
My bestie.
Your bestie.
Yeah.
That bonehead, whatever
Yeah,
Boner's
something
name
bone.
is, something about Boners. I don't know, that he wouldn't be involved anymore. That we've got 10 of these people. That Helms wouldn't be involved anymore. I'm sure he's celebrating over that. That you've also got, what's another
Whopper
one?
Boy.
Oh, stupid. Yeah. And then you also got the guy that likes to do stuff with gators. What's his name? Stankfist. Keezy, Skeezy, whatever. Yeah. So those people will be gone. Even Crook is gone from this.
Yeah. And no cost, no expense, nothing.
Nothing. Well, except for Helm, and he'll probably retain his attorney's fees. I mean, they did file a motion for that, and that we went over not too long ago. It was, basically, this one right here was the clerk basically saying that Paint Chips was in default. Maybe it's this one right here. Helms. Yeah. See, so Helms, he filed a motion for entry of default, pursuant to Rule of Civil Procedure. Basically, it comes down here. What you're looking at is this right here. Helms request the court enter final judgment with prejudice pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure in favor of Helm against plaintiff as to dismiss claims and reserves jurisdiction to award his attorney's fees and costs pursuant anti-SLAPP right there. So that's pretty straightforward. That's pretty damn straightforward. I mean, he's wanted with prejudice, but the judge could choose on their own how to do it. But he could definitely, put sanctions in there, and he could do it with prejudice against one party, but not the others. Because, the judge, whenever he files his final order in there, it's going to state certain things. Video today, it's really good. And a bombshell. I've seen it. Trust me. I've seen so much. You have no idea how much I see. Thanks, Max. I appreciate you, brother. The amendment involves no undue delay. The proposed amendment demonstrates good faith. This was the 182. Prior amendment did not change the claims, merely changed the parties. Courts have recognized that the number of amendments is relevant to determine abuse, and only one with one prior amendment. There's no basis to find abuse of the privilege to amend. It involves no bad faith or dilatory move. It involves circumstances such as adding new theories on the eve of the trial to gain a tactical advantage or repeatedly amending to cure deficiencies after multiple failed attempts. None of these circumstances exist here. The immediate prior amendment changed the parties. The proposed amendment benefits the two remaining defendants who will face fewer claims. This is the opposite of bad faith. It's good faith effort to streamline the litigation and focus on the most viable claims. No repeated failure to cure deficiencies. This is the second substantive amended complaint, so there is no pattern of repeated amendments or abuse of privilege. Because you have to remember there was a amended complaint to correct Boner's name, whatever. Boner
and didn't Paint Chips originally, wasn't he sending email or filing in motions that he was demanding Jeremy drop Bone Crusher from the case? Wasn't that part of his little thing that dropped him?
He had a big heart on for that for quite some time. And you're going to do it immediately. See, that's not going to work either.
I can't imagine how, threatening somebody as to what damages and what has been said and done by people
Oh no,
relates
you have to
to.
understand. Paint Chips is known to make threats and violent threats at that. I may go into that tonight. No, I don't think I'll go into that one tonight because it's pretty interesting that he's sending images of dead bodies to opposing councils.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, that, and he even did images, and well, I can't. He did images. Don't know about the website. So allegedly, made a website or email address for the magistrate himself, along
Hmm.
with those images of the magistrate looking like a clown.
Oh no, I'm talking about he's opposing counsel just recently. He sent emails to him where they're supposed to confer. And the attorney was just like, yes, let's go ahead and make this happen. Let's meet up. You know, absolutely for it. And then he sends him pictures of somebody with a bullet hole in their head.
Oh, yeah, well,
And then, you know, I'm your Huckleberry and crap like that, you know, just trying to show that he's willing to, you know, go that extra step of deleting people. Well, that's good to know because, you know, the attorney filed it in court today. He said, this is what I'm receiving from Paint Chips.
yeah.
I thought we were working this thing out, but apparently he's wanting to cause violence on an attorney for the opposing side.
Oh, yeah.
The liberal amendment policy of Rule 15 does not countenance the old sporting theory of justice for the use of federal courts as a forum for testing alternative legal theories, and it just gives a whole bunch of more statutory like jargon, which is fine. President will not need to conduct additional discovery or prepare for new legal theories. Her case is also stayed currently. The malicious prosecution claim is based on her filings and voluntary dismissal of a stalking case against Hales, facts that were already alleged in the First Amendment complaint. Similarly, Paint Chip benefits from the elimination of the civil conspiracy claim against him, leaving only the sexual harassment claim. The factual basis for the sexual harassment claim was already set forth in the Second Amendment complaint. Paint Chips will not need to conduct additional discovery or prepare new legal theories. Discovery has not begun. This means that both Preston and Paint Chip will benefit from the streamlined litigation. So if you're wondering what he's saying to the judge here, and I'll make this pretty clear because I have a way of doing that sometimes. What he's saying is in the Second Amendment complaint, if you were to read through all, 82 pages, God, I think it's so huge. If you were to read through the whole thing, whenever he breaks it down, what he's doing is he's eliminating all of the other stuff. The conspiracy stuff is all wiped out of there. He's narrowing it down to very specific behavior, what the judge asked him to do. He's saying, listen, this is about Paint Chips doing this. It's about Lynette doing this. All of the other conspiracy stuff is gone. And this is narrowed down. They've already responded. They don't have to change their pleadings whatsoever. Because once you strip all of that other stuff out of there, you're narrowing it down to these very specific things. And that's all they have to do. And then it's discovery. And they could have this thing done and through the court in a short period of time. And the judge could rule on it pretty easily and say, hey, you know, we'll go ahead and we'll move on these right here. And we'll get discovery. I don't see any need to have any other stuff. You're going to, you know, get your discovery and then we're going to move on from here and be done. Like this could be wrapped up in 6 months easily.
So for somebody who, you know, she
with
wants
Paint Chips
these
it could, but
cases to go away, she wants out of the court, you know, I don't know what money she claims she has paid to lawyers because everything has been paid for by other people, not her.
no, yeah, she hasn't paid anything. But see, with Michelle's and stay, the judge could easily put this thing in stay, which won't be until 2027 before the bankruptcy is even done.
Right.
So they wouldn't need, all they would have to do is just say, sure, that sounds good. Any, motions that need to be made, well, the judge could easily just put the whole thing on stay until 2027.
Wow. And that would mean she can go about her life, homeschooling, deal with and focus on just her bankruptcy. And
She wouldn't have
yeah,
to focus on this at all.
yeah.
Maybe she can share it and send it to him. What's that? I've seen the footage on Facebook, What the Hell's page, and maybe on Tugs. Yeah. Possibly. Get well, see you soon. Oh, well, you get well there. You get there well. Oh man, that sucks. Poor, never mind. I'm not going to say it. I was going to slip and say something about your kitty cat.
No.
The proposed amendment is not futile. Basically just gives all of that right there. The malicious prosecution claim against Preston states a plausible cause of action. Have to establish 6 elements. So basically in this part of it, what he's doing is he's explaining how he's going to get to that. That is going to support a claim of malicious prosecution under Florida law. Original judicial proceeding against the present plaintiff was commenced or continued. The present defendant was the legal cause of the original proceeding. The termination of the original proceeding constituted a bona fide termination of that proceeding in favor of the present plaintiff, which means that Jeremy, which it did. There was an absence of probable cause for the original proceeding. There was malice on the part of the present defendant, and the plaintiff suffered damages as a result of the original proceeding, which is true. I mean, he lost all kinds of rights. He wasn't able to travel like he normally would. He had to avoid her. People don't understand. Jeremy had a temporary restraining order on him, and he followed that restraining order to the damn T.
Yeah. I mean, he paid to have a company come out and break up ground and clear a path that he could go into the back of his property, because he still had to drive around. He couldn't drive through to the schoolhouse from his property. His 70 acres don't reach another route out. But
Yep.
to get to other parts of his property or to work or maintain that property, he actually had to have a company come out and mulch and cut down, the trees and the stumps and everything. And then he had to travel and go all the way out and around through the highway access road to go around and out the other way. And yet she feels he doesn't have a right to drive down that road while he has a civil protection order, had it before hers.
Yep.
And yet she doesn't want him driving down what she considers her road.
Yeah. And I'll probably play Jeremy's thing here in a bit. Just wait. Apex is the proposed third amendment complaint plausibly alleges all 6 elements. First 2 elements clearly satisfied, filed for the petition, shows what those were. Element 3, the termination, it was already proven. She voluntarily dismissed that in September of 2024, immediately before a hearing on Hales's motion to dismiss with prejudice. And that's exactly true, because it was with Davis. They were sitting there and going through this and saying, hey, we're here to do this. It's no different than whenever she was supposed to show up for in front of the judge.
Oh, you mean like even when she didn't show up for depositions in the
Yes.
state court, and
Yes.
not the one that's recorded already, but others for thumbnail and trespass, and never showed up for those.
Nope, she didn't. She instead filed different. Yeah, but that defeats the narrative. So they don't want to acknowledge that minor technicality. Yeah, screw his rights. Yeah, I mean, who needs rights in the United States of America, where we're all supposed to have equal rights and lefts? Reflects on the merits. Preston dismissed the stalking petition immediately before that hearing. The circumstances here, voluntarily dismissal on the eve of the hearing on a motion dismissed with prejudice, combined with her invocation of her Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination during the proceedings, plausibly demonstrate that the suit lacked merit. And see, you don't understand. And God, I wanted to show that last night with Megan because it was so perfect of timing. But Jeff was just like sitting there going, you can't plead the Fifth on this.
Right?
Like,
In a deposition
because,
of a civil trial, she's pleading the Fifth.
well, you can, but the only problem is it's not like a criminal trial where you're pleading the Fifth. What it is it's a civil case. And in a civil case, the inference comes in. It actually infers guilt of doing something. So that is something that you don't want to plead the Fifth on.
Well, I mean, she did delete evidence that she was supposed to turn over for the courts right there on the deposition too. So, I mean, her
During the
own
deposition.
word, I deleted it.
Yeah. The complaint alleges several facts supporting the probable cause. First, she previously posted false defamatory signs about Hales. She filed the stalking case after receiving the cease and desist, 23rd of 2023, for her own defamatory conduct. The evidence shows Preston was the aggressor, not the victim. She made false statements about Hales on social media, engaged in defamatory conduct against him. She invoked her Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination during the stalking case, suggesting she had something to hide regarding the truthfulness of her allegations, and it can be inferred that that was the truth. These allegations taken together plausibly suggest that no reasonably cautious person would have believed Hales was guilty of stalking Preston. Rather, the facts suggest Preston filed the stalking petition as retaliation for Hales' cease and desist letter and to gave leverage for a financial settlement, which was true. Malice. Here, the complaint alleges both actual malice and the facts from both legal malice can be inferred, and which the most compelling evidence of actual malice comes from Preston's own statements to Shara Wolf on June 19th. I want to be able to sue him and Shara, and I want to be able to win. On July 2nd of 2023, I need to sue this SOB. Most tellingly, she stated, I want to sue him and hope to God he settles out of court and gives me enough to finish my house, pay off my stuff, and get my ex-husband living somewhere else. And this is what I think they were not expecting, is Jeremy would fight back. He would say, no, that's not going to happen. I am not doing a settlement with these people. They are doing this to gain financially off of my hard work. And I would be damned if I'm going to let them do this.
Exactly.
Like, if they're going to harass and say all of these horrible things and then expect that I'm going to pay them to allow them to do that, damn, it's not going to happen. Preston stated her goal was to sue Hales in a malicious prosecution action. The statements show Preston filed the stalking petition not because she genuinely believed Hales was stalking her, but because she wanted to create leverage to force a financial settlement. And that's what it's been all about the whole time. Money, money, money. Additionally, the time to Preston's filing supports the inference of malice. She filed the stalking case after receiving the cease and desist letter on May of 2023. For her own defamatory conduct. This demonstrates the retaliatory motive. Preston filed the stalking petition to retaliate against Hales for sending that cease and desist. Damages, reputational damages, emotional distress totaling $390. Conclusion on malice of prosecution claim. The proposed Second Amendment complaint plausibly alleges all 6 elements of that under Florida law. Satisfies those first 2 elements. It just goes into, it's basically just repeating it. Most significantly, malice is strongly supported by Preston's own statements to Shara Wolf demonstrating her improper financial motive, retaliatory intent. These statements provide powerful evidence that Preston filed the stalking petition not out of genuine fear, but to gain leverage for financial settlement. Because she's the one that is driving by. Tug Raid, welcome Tug Raiders. And I may play a song anyway, just because it's so damn good. And it's about you, Venom. The sexual cyber harassment claim is not clearly futile at the pleading stage. And it just goes down through a couple other things. And basically given an opportunity through discovery to establish the factual basis for this claim, denying leave to amend. Now, you have to understand that they're not saying anything other than, this was garbage that she filed to harass. It's not the same. And this is where it's hilarious. The certificate of conferral, they certified that he's conferred with all defendants by email on April 14th, 2026 regarding this motion. As a result, Preston, Paint Chip, Helm responded. None stated any agreement with the relief sought herein, with all other defendants not responding.
Yeah.
So Marla didn't respond. Patty Plummer didn't respond. The rest of them, Boner Crusher, Stupid Dave, none of them responded to it. And so, conclusion, for the reasons they request the court enter an order granted leave to file a third amendment complaint. Proposed amendment satisfies all requirements and dramatically simplified this litigation. That's the crux of all of that.
Yeah.
Now, we get into this little thing because this one is crazy. And I read down through this, just basically looking at it. We will go over this tomorrow. It is pretty straightforward. It gives every single piece pointed out as it should be, statement of facts, and has each one of them paragraphed out. Like I said, this is going to be a blast to go through. I'm actually not going to do it tomorrow. It's just giving all of the facts that we've heard in this case already. We already know quite a bit about this. We know the kinds of things that she said. We also know the motives for her doing this, showing improper motives. The stalking case that was filed, Paint Chip's harassing conduct, and so on and so forth. And basically, like I said, this breaks down into count 1 against Preston and count 2 against Paint Chips. And I'll scroll down to it. Like I said, it's 15 pages and it's count 2. There is something that I think they're going to have a problem with on this. And I will point it out at some point in time, but not tonight on this one. This one's going to be a really good one. The Shizzy and Venom show, Otter Creek, the musical.
Oh, my sister, you're so funny, Venomous.
I love it, Chucky. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I find that great. Oh, at first I was going to say it looked like you put on a little weight there.
Who, me? Of course I did. Of course I did.
That's what that picture looked like. It looked like you were putting on. I was like, wow. Damn girl.
Hey, I eat well. I'm not into 5 double whoppers like your friend, but I can get close to it at times. I mean, thumbs, pinkies, dinner that I cook. I'm not into chicken skins, though. No.
You're not into chicken skins? Well,
no, it's not healthy. I mean, I do like, a crunchy fried chicken, but to eat just chicken skins all the time, yeah, no.
Then you're going to like this song. You ready?
I'm ready.
We will never support Jeremy. And I will go on record saying that Venom says Lisa thinks. Wait, I skipped a thing. Venom starts talking about Lisa listing all her dollar apps for lawyer fees for MPJC HD. Holly Jolly Christmas. Talking about JC getting boots and jeans for Christmas. Who the hell's Venom now? And I list all her apps for lawyer fees. I didn't do the lawyer pulls, by the way. Venom, you lying, bitch. Venom says Lisa thinks all she has to say is nope, don't know what you're talking about. And it's over and done with, sadly. There are computer records, stream elements, etc. for almost 2 years saying to donate to this and that for MPJC and HG. 2 years? I don't think so. I believe it was only a couple months, actually. Venom shows 3 million element screenshots for Holly Jolly Christmas 10/6/24. Really? How'd you like them? Did you enjoy them? Who the hell's Venom now? Have fun with them. Did you realize that any tips or any super chats or whatever, they're all gifts? You realize that, right? And they all went to Holly Jolly Christmas. Did you happen to see everything at Holly Jolly Christmas? Maybe you did it. Venom says that is something that would be called proof that she was receiving funds on behalf of Preston. That's a lie. She shows another from 11/12/24 and the link with the Amazon wish list. And what about it? What do they think we get with these toys? Well, they're talking about actually cash money. Here's what they seem to be mistaken about, okay? There was if all those toys wasn't just sent from Amazon. As a matter of fact, only me sent me quite a few $1,000s and said, go get the rest of the Amazon wish list that hasn't been purchased yet. So that was done. I got receipts for that. Do you need them or does he need them? So these people don't know what they're talking about. They can assume they can go buy a super chat that they
I have to pause for a second because in their own admission, there was more money that was donated, another 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, with every denial comes an admission.
I love it.
They saw pass by, whatever it is. All the super chats and gifts, all of them stream elements of tip jars. It doesn't matter. They're all gifts. You guys need to get over it, peeps. And why aren't they questioning anything about this past Christmas? Why is it just Michelle, John, and Harley that they're concerned about?
Because, you dumbasses, you are saying that that money donated was not donated to Michelle now. You're saying it was donated to you. Nobody gives a shit what you were doing with your other money that you were raising that was not going to benefit Michelle. The whole point of all of this, you dipshits, is you raised money for Lynette. She filed bankruptcy. You still have yet to give her that money or an accounting of that money to anybody, and anything that went to benefit Michelle, even if it was through Harley, is going to be called into question, you fucking mental midgets. Sorry.
That's right. For those who, aren't parents, there is a thing that's called parental rights. The guardian is in control of a minor child's income, funds, what goes on. So you raised it for the child's name, in the child's name, for Lynette and the child. Therefore, it's for Lynette and the child.
And it affects bankruptcy.
If iron is this big-ass scammer? Hey, Robbie, you were here for the party this year? Yes. How many presents were under that tree? Who the hell's Venom now? Oh my God, you couldn't even walk in your damn living room. They were still opening gifts 3.5 hours later. I did exactly what I was told to do with the money I was receiving. Trust me. Nothing was sent from me from my personal, use or whatever. I still don't have a card sitting here. There's certain things that I've not done anything for myself. I normally don't anyway. Who the hell's Venom now? To somebody else who's trying to become relevant. You got all these new people trying to make money off this. Now she's got some site or something.
Venom.
I don't even freaking know. Just big mouth people, cultists. When Venom is talking about these posts, she is talking all snarky. And in the gotcha kind of way, you ain't got me, honey. But I hate to burst all your bubbles. You're your leader of the bitch over there, I got it good, huh? It's almost, no, never mind. I better not say that. Who the hell's Venom now?
Oh, yeah.
And the funny thing is, I didn't question the gifts that were sent and donated for the families that they collected for this Christmas.
No.
Anything that was received, there were gifts sent for Harley for her birthday and for this Christmas, I am drawing into question the use and the collection continued under the child's name from 23 into 24 and then through 24 up until Lynette told you to take her child's name off.
Oh, yeah.
Stop
Oh,
selling
yeah.
the t-shirts and merchandise you had.
Oh,
with the
somebody was
child's
even writing a
image.
book. Somebody was even writing a book, and he was going to do that
Boy. And now he's made a CD or an album about the whole case. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but is it going to be as good as mine? We'll see.
Filings in the Ohio court
I don't
system
think so.
have just dropped, except
Do not
since
think so.
they fall under domestic violence, nobody will see them on the docket. You can't see them, I can't see them. Obviously.
Listen,
you can hear that,
it
right?
runs in the family.
You
We
can
got
hear that,
great
right?
hair.
You could hear this, right?
No, right now I can't. If I mute, I think I can.
Okay. Let me
No.
go ahead and
Can't hear it.
nobody can hear it?
I can't. The chat might be able to.
Well, the chat will let me know if they can't hear it. He made to cover the album No Track Yet Produced. 122 people still need to hit the thumbs up. Yes, rub that thumbs up. Yeah, okay, they could hear it. So somebody was asking what Jeremy posted today. This is what he posted.
In the Ohio court system have just dropped, except since they fall under domestic violence, nobody will see them on the docket. You can't see them, I can't see them. Obviously, I know about them. I paid to file them. Woo! Few bombshells coming to go along with the 5 years of bombshells. 5 years! Remember when Fleesa said that she was more of a woman than George could ever hope to be? She was definitely right. If we're talking about mass, circumference, size, she is definitely more of a woman than George could ever potentially be. Oh my goodness. Oh. Foya. You know what? Have a look at this picture and tell me how many lies that you can identify just in one picture in the garage studio. She said she loves Foyas.
And there's the picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, I could point out a few things, and I didn't notice one thing off the bat. I mean, I noticed the cigarettes right here. I noticed the ashtray over here.
Right.
I noticed. I didn't notice the 2 liter of beverage here. You know, we call them Cokes here in the South. You might call them pops, but yeah, nice 2 liters sitting over there. Yeah. How many other things did you guys notice? Nice new computer. Got her microphone way up here.
That was part of the electronics upgrade of 23-24.
that she has a blonde streak. I don't see any blonde streak there. And also, what was this, a 7-point face? This is more like a 30-point face. Like, just, it's like, just keeps going.
Yeah.
And that she's nice and slim, that she's got the swimmer's build. Yeah, there's the swimmer's build right there, Like,
I heard that the walruses in SeaWorld have started a petition for us to stop calling her the walruses because they are offended that a human is being compared to them. It's making them look bad.
Yeah. I mean, we got the walrus beaks right there. I mean, I'm a pretty good artist, don't you think? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and there is an issue. I agree with something Megan said tonight. Her and Tug did point out, with all the money that she claims that is hers now, and she could do with as she wishes, why not fix your teeth? I mean, if your dog knocked out your teeth, and that's a lot of teeth to knock out, I mean,
no,
get
this
them
is
fixed.
Well, that's why they don't park their vehicles in the garage, is because she's turned it into her own personal studio space, because she can't smoke in the house. Her landlord would lose their effing minds if she was smoking inside the house. So she goes out in the garage and she can smoke out there.
Yeah, I mean, and not for nothing. I mean, my family, all of our garages had a personal space
Mhm.
to use year round and even to go smoke in. But I mean, if you're going to go after people and knock their looks or knock what they're about or what they own or what they fix or haven't fixed or their properties, you know, it's been kind of dealt double where she has attacked many of the people that have reported both sides of the story. So
Well,
shouldn't throw rocks at glass houses, you know.
I mean, I haven't examined that far enough. There might be in there. There might be one of those in there. I mean, like I said, there's so many things about this that's just like, I don't do that. I don't do this. And then you see an image and you're just like, oh, every 15 minutes, a little flick, flick, flick. I mean, you know, and I've never made any qualms. I vape. You know, I quit smoking, what, 10, 15 years ago, something like that. And I started vaping because I was just like, I'm done with the cigarettes. I didn't like the smell on my body anymore. So I'm much better. Lovers than you
admittedly, I'm a smoker, and I wish I could put them down that easy. And I've tried to vape. That only encouraged me to smoke more.
Yep, and I did whenever I first started vaping too. I was smoking and vaping at the same time.
Yeah, I was. Yep.
I think I ended up with the worst nicotine buzzes. I tried the patch. The patch just, all it did was make me want another cigarette. And I was so happy whenever I finally was able to put down cigarettes permanently. It was just like, oh my God, this is so much better. Like, got rid of the coughs, the hacks, and all that kind of stuff. It says, no, Venom, you're not a smoker. They can be more than one smoker in the family.
Oh, so you've been taking the packs that I thought I had in my carton and just leaving the carton with nothing left in them. Okay, Chucky, I see what you're doing.
You have to put it hurting on Chucky pretty soon. That's what I'm thinking.
Like he said, he's all for the inclusion that I call him my sister, but I mean, this bloodline is going to get cut real short if you don't stop, taking what's mine. I paid for them, chipped in at least.
How dare you? How dare you do such a thing, Chucky? I steal those cigs all the time. Chantix is what I use to quit. Yeah, and like I said, smoking is a son of a bitch to quit. I mean, trust me on that one. I know whenever I say smoking is a son of a bitch to quit, I joke not about this at all. It was one of the worst times just getting over that crap and say, hey, I'm done. But through all of that, I was looking at one of the interesting things that she said, and I posted it over on the Facebook, and it was pretty interesting.
What did you post?
I posted a screenshot of what they said. They said that's what you got to find. This is from their own words, because trust me, there's been no calls to any sheriff or anything like that from me on Gabe or Gabe on me, or, but that's what you're going to find. Oh, he might get a body cam footage or whatever. Okay, fine. Have fun with it. Me and my hair in a bun, wearing an oversized shirt. An oversized shirt?
Okay. No comment.
Okay. But that's what you're going to find with my hair in a bun, wearing an oversized shirt because I'm, a large person. Don't worry, guys. If he does that, I'll put my camera on.
Oh, well, we're waiting for the camera.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Do you think she will, or is this another one of her lies? Makes me wonder.
I think, like you said earlier, I think the camera might go on, but it won't be on her. We might see, the desk, maybe the camera pointing at the computer showing another avatar. I don't know. Maybe the cricket that's trying to escape from the garage.
I mean, there is, and it's one of those. I think there's a correlation here. When the picture disappears, so does the smell. It could be. It could be that. It could absolutely be that. I mean, I'm just like sitting there going, whenever these people are saying these kinds of things of, well, that's not me. That's not how it happened. That's fake. You're making shit up. Well,
No, I'm not. Anything that I have shown are actual conversations that either Preston has had, that she has had in an exchange, and no, showing screenshots of a conversation that is part of a court record that has already been seen online, posted by her, by Jeremy. That is not against the law. I am not breaking the law by showing the pictures of the start of their first conversation.
No. I mean, but that's the crazy part about it. I'm going to add you over here. So give me a second. I'll have to resize you because we've got.
I'm being resized, guys. This is better than liposuction. Look how fast
I'm making you look much sexier. Give me a second here.
36, baby.
Oh, I love it. And so I do have some more music, and I think it's a perfect time to do it. Don't you think it's a perfect time to give them some music? So did I play Docket 76 for you guys?
I don't recall the name. And if you played it while I was off in People World.
Well, I guess the best way to do this is just put it in there and let you guys decide what. Well, no, I'm pretty sure I played Linus's Security Blanket, so I did play those. But did I play They're Laughing at Us?
Oh, that's one I haven't heard.
Man, I'll just play these because I think they'll be fun. Let's just do it. Let's do Docket. So we'll start it out with Docket 76, and you guys be the judge. Is it good? Is it real, or is it Memorex? No sound for anybody?
Oh, I was getting sound that time.
You were getting sound, but no.
Yeah.
I hear they're saying no sound. I think I know why. I know why. I hadn't added it to the damn server.
Yep. Guys, I think we're going to have to get those super chats up because I think we're going to have to take Shizzy into, the home, the nice place where he could dance and make music for all his new neighbors.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's just one of those things where I just blanked on it and didn't do what I was supposed to do. Well, let's get this where
they have to ground you.
Well, maybe I like being tied down just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We'll see. I want to make sure that we got this. I want to move this towards the back. How do I do that? Move down, 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 and see if that took care of it. Nope. And move this one down, down.
Yamaha, I can't get sticky yet. I didn't even get the honey out.
Shame on you. Shame on
I
you.
didn't. What? Where did your mind go? I just said I didn't get the honey out. I did not say what I was going to do with the honey. Where did you go?
Right here? What are you talking about? Where did I go? I've been here the whole time. Let me bring this one right here and see if that takes care of it. So that, no, for whatever reason, it's not working. But that's okay. We'll play it anyway. I see what the screen looks like. I know what I want it to look like, and I'll get it to change. But let's go ahead and play the music. Damn it.
But I don't know if it was all about defamation. Was it Lisa?
There we go.
I don't know, dude. I'm not gonna write here. Thank you. Hello? Hey, I'm here. Did your motion argue against defamation? My motion is dismissed. Yes, yes, yes. I hear you. But then you were directing it against the original complaint instead of against the one that was actually in effect at the time. It's appearing, so I'm going by what I was served with, so hang on. If you were served, it doesn't. Either way, I have to amend this. And now you're under jurisdiction, yeah! If you were served, it doesn't matter what you were served with. It matters what was filed and was operative. If you're served, whatever you were served with is no longer the operative when they file the amended complaint because you're under the court service at that point. So you're getting the amended complaint, which is the complaint against you, that at that point you're moving to dismiss. Not that you're saying she's not getting noticed. And that's a problem, I'm not getting noticed by anybody. I've only received 2 notices. I'll tell you exactly what they are. I got them right here. They were in one envelope. Hard copies in the mail or email or both, I don't know. But if not, then you have motions to file. I have from the court. Listen, I have from the court document 73. Document 74, and that is it. And what they are the orders from the court 73 and 74. You never received 35 in any form? I've never received anything. This is what I have from the court. And then I have what I would serve. What about from Shocket? Did you ever get anything in the mail, dear? I've never received a damn thing from Shocket. Nothing but an email, and you would have a valid argument for not having responded to the First Amendment complaint because you never knew about it. Unless you're expected to take out a Pacer account, which there's no requirement for you to do that and say, gee, I better check Pacer. I also did an opposition to him for him to add to do this amendment, and I put my fears in there. And I also actually let the court know that I wasn't getting service by Socket, that he wasn't sending me anything. I did let the court know that. How did you let the court know? You called the clerk's office? I told the clerk service, but I also put it in my opposition. Okay, yeah, well, nothing happened. And I sent them a copy of the only email that I've ever received from Shocket, which was, we do not. I do not consent to my motion to extend. That's it. That's in the file. Anything, forget about the clerk calling the clerk, writing to the clerk, emailing the clerk. You might as well. Yeah, no, this is in the filing. I put it in the docket. I want to show you something. I'm sharing my screen because this is proof right here. Look at this. Hey, Robbie, share my story. You guys are gonna crap when you see this. Hold on. I don't have a screen to share. I need to share. Hold on, cause you got to see this. I was thinking that there we go. Tell me that Shocket took advantage of the opportunity. She's not even on the service list. Her name is nowhere on the service list. For what? What is that? For docket number 35. That's evidence you weren't served with this. Your name's not even on the service list. The thing is, so you can act like, legally that. Do nothing, because you legally don't know about it. But, the thing is, you'll create this big quagmire, and it'll be a big mess, and there's nobody that'll unravel it. The authority who should unravel such messes doesn't do so. He lets them build and get bigger and bigger, and then blames it on you behind it, or nothing. That's a problem. I'm sorry. If I'm representing myself, and there's an amended complaint that gets filed, and I'm not listed to be served, and I'm served with an original operative complaint that is defamation claims, and I get the only thing that I get served later on, an amended complaint that states just name is gonna be changed, I'm gonna have a problem with that, okay? Because that is not fair. That is not due process. This It's right here. It's right here. It's like a notice. Great. So you know, they do that if they did it on purpose to incite. There's evidence right there that you weren't served with it. So you know what I'm saying?
Just saying.
So you know what I'm saying?
Well, and if you're wondering what that one was about, this one is whenever the ecosystem melted down. They absolutely melted it down. Think about making a Hamilton style manual saga. That's so awesome.
That's a good
But see, this is the problem that they ran into, because they and this is what they dirty deleted. Oh my God, they went and dirty deleted this thing, or hid it behind a paywall, whatever, because they didn't want it shown how stupid they were. And, you know, we'll get to how stupid they were here because, well, Bruce had a lot to say about that. But this is more of them trying to argue this whole thing out live on a stream, and we mocked them for like 24 hours on this because it was so stupid. They were filing to document 35. They had it clearly labeled document 76. It's because she did not, what was that? Vet her shit.
Yeah. Plus she was fixated the whole time. All of them were. We're not served. Can't wait to get to court, but we're not served. Still not served.
Still not served, but she was served.
Term.
But she was served. Oh, yeah.
The minute they all responded, am I wrong to believe that when you respond to a court trying to service you to notify that there is a case filed against you, would your response kind of be acknowledging you're aware of this and you are now served? You're filing a motion?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Go figure.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. A weird concept.
Here's the next one.
We got the first cases running wild, too. Holy shit. Did they ever be on their wildest dreams? Polymorph this case more than they could have ever. I mean, a million years could have hoped or dreamed of. Well, I'll tell you right now. And there's a reason for that. His whole thing is he starts out as, we'll just go to the second amended complaint. And he starts out talking about, how he makes his money. He brought it up.
Oh, yeah.
He says he makes his money predominantly from two sources: advertising profits and subscription profits. Okay. Then he goes on to say the damage started in 23-3. Then he goes on to say that Lisa was his mod up until 2024. So he's claiming the damage already started before. She even left being his mod, So you're gonna blame it on Lisa. I mean, damage already started in 2023, according to him. Then he states in his complaint that he turns around and buys 2 Airbnbs on the ocean to rent, which I have no idea why that was even listed. But in fact, that actually shows he's doing well if he's purchasing real estate. But the whole point is, he has to show that his advertising profits were directly damage caused by these deceptive acts to consumers. To show what subscription profits have diminished, because directly caused by this deceptive actions of the defendants to the consumers, impossible. And that's the thing. Even in the deposition, every time you ask him about, evidence of profit loss, he says, none of your business. But guess what? We don't get the gold lawsuits that you have to show a jury, Leslie. You weren't around during the December deposition days. The judge already knows he's been hit over the head with this. It's been said in front of him. It was exposed 2 feet away from him. He could feel Jeremy's breath on his face. That's how close they were sitting when Jeremy admitted that he had no. Couldn't identify a single customer. Couldn't identify a single person who had seen the signs. Couldn't identify a single online post calling him a child predator at any time. And the judge heard him admit to all of this. After reading the December second deposition, where you went on tirade after tirade and kept saying, none of your business. None of your business. The evidence in support of my claims is None of your business.
business.
And guess what? The judge did everything since then. Yeah. Well, something that stood out to me is one of his deceptive acts he alleges is that donations were made to help Michelle Preston, right? According to his complaint. And that they were never given to where the substantial amount was given. But here's the thing. There's a difference between somebody choosing, a consumer choosing to make a donation versus a consumer choosing to actually engage in the purchase of a service or product, okay? A donation is much different than buying a product.
Oh.
It is premising his lawsuit on
Donation.
the Deceptive Trade Practice Act, which encompasses the buying of a service or product. It has nothing to do with donations. So that's one of the things you're dignifying this, as if he's making a serious argument.
Another admission of donations.
Yeah.
Oh.
Buying
See,
a product.
Yeah, see, they also eliminated a lot of the stuff about donations. Any reference to that? They tried to delete those or hide them behind a paywall, especially whenever they were running those said donations. They didn't expect that we got a hold of all of the information before all of that went away. That there were people screen grabbing all of that.
Yep. Sure
None of your
were.
business. You were getting answers you deserve, the questions you asked. BBB, ya dumbass. Well, and that brings us to the best one of all. And you'll know it whenever you hear it.
As if you... If you think that they think that their claims have any validity or merit, you're just playing their game. They're laughing at us. Listen, I'm not gonna be so foolish. I'm in litigation with him, Bruce. I'm in litigation. People hostage to this crap. Okay, listen, I'm in litigation. We have a child to raise and they're being literally held hostage to this crap litigation when it should have been dismissed months, I understand. But it's not dismissed, Bruce, and we have to deal with it. You gotta still plan as if it's not dismissed. They're laughing at us.
Yes!
Who lied on his bar application to become a menace to the Florida bar and lets him lie to his face over and over in every single writing and every single filing, and comes up with excuse after excuse or ignores it altogether. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous. And it goes on for 3 months. Half of the lawsuits that I ended up when I was a practicing attorney had to deal with were ridiculous too. But you can't just stop and just say it's ridiculous. You gotta prepare. Show me a judge who has been lied to 3 or 4 times on material issues and perjured and suborned perjury, and has completely put his hands over his eyes and his fingers and his ears to all of it. I got 3 cases right now in Levy County. They're laughing at us. Florida. Welcome to Florida here. Yeah. Welcome to Florida. Thank you. We have 3 cases where the lies were so egregious you can't compare Florida. Welcome to Florida of any federal court. It's too different. Well, in Florida, because they have to be members of the Florida bar. You can't go into federal court without being a member of the Florida bar. And a lot of this is politically driven. They have to seek approval by the Florida bar in the state of Florida. Florida is very different. When it comes to bar membership than some of the other states, Florida is one of 12 states that refuses to take the APU recommendations. There's a lot of politics involved. The judge knows that the case is frivolous. He knows he was lied to. They're laughing at us. He knows that the false label of extortion was placed in the original complaint. He knows that they didn't have any online posts in the original complaint, so they added a perjured statement. If he's doing all this, has anybody done a JQC complaint? He knows that. Oh, what? What fact? If he's really doing all this, it's either one or the other. Let me be devil's advocate. Let me be devil's advocate. Either the judge isn't getting the story, or the judge is corrupt.
Ooh.
First,
Call a judge corrupt.
hang on, let us speak. Can I talk? What is the complaint? I'm not gonna argue with you, Bruce. I'm sorry, I love you. But you're saying shit that we went through 6 months ago. We're rehashing. We're going around in circles. How am I going through 6 months? They're laughing at us. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, Bruce. We're in another case now. This is a federal 2 case. That's federal 1 that we were going over and going through all that stuff. This is federal 2. I understand that it's all the same thing, but it's 2 separate cases. It's a second case to this guy. Oh, it's a related case. It was so related that why didn't he let the freaking amendment? The first play was so related. No, he said it's unrelated, so he denies the amendment by. Thank you. Okay, this is related. We'll send it back to him. Let them have more fun. The pro-nonsense judge. Okay, so federal 2 case. We're on the federal 2 case right now. All right, and we're still dealing with magistrate Felicity though, because he was given this case. They're laughing at us. No, they're laughing at us.
Yes, we are.
Oh. They're laughing at us.
Oh my God. Yes, laughing.
Everything Bruce has ever said, I absolutely agree with that statement.
We are always laughing at you. The stupidity of them. You can't help but laugh. Oh my God. Ah, and that brings us to the next one. Which is going to lead us, and I'm just going to let it play. I'm not going to stop for once this one ends, because the next one is so good. Oh my God. Actually, the next 2 are really good, and I'm just going to let it play through. It's beautiful.
What is going on in the chat? Oh my goodness. This is the most embarrassing joke of a farce of litigation that the federal bench. This case should be taught in law school. A whole semester should be taught on this case. I'll be the professor or guest professor to teach about this case and how a federal docket can be so abused and manipulated and all the ingredients that go into that. I'd like to know how I was not served with that Second Amendment if it was done. I'm not kicking Bearded off, so I don't know what's going on over there, guys. I don't know what's going on. Bearded is not going to get kicked out of my chat. I don't know what's happening, but all I see is him talking about that. I don't know what's going on. And you know what the result of it is? All that? The destruction of lives of innocent, indigent people who did not have any choice in this. Any choice whatsoever. And their child who they can't spend their time raising because these litigations have become a full-time, consuming endeavor for them. Carrie, I'm sorry. I hear you. But this case is still moving on, and we still have to answer whatever we're supposed to. And now I'm wondering how I am sitting with something that is not what I was supposed to be answering. So, you know, based on what I was served with, you get to spend more of your time, more of your energy, more of your time and energy now to have to unravel that. Well, it's gonna be the same. even create for yourself. You are diligently responding to a bullshit, frivolous, vexatious lawsuit attacking you for exercising your free speech and practicing your trade as a journalist. And you diligently responded to that. And because this douchebag couldn't even have the professionalism to make sure you were properly served with the operative complaint, you did all that for nothing. And now you got to do more work to undo this. Time out, just for the record. Still not served. Oh my God, all right. So I obviously have to amend my
Motion is dismissed.
Now, based on this, I'm like sitting here like, you gotta be kidding me, right? So that's obviously what I gotta do first thing in the morning, which I'm gonna do.
Sure you are.
And what often that so was there any different, Leslie? Yeah, okay. With the opposition that he had today, let's skip over me right now because we got to figure out what. Well, I got to figure out what I'm gonna do. But you and I were talking about the opposition and what he stated with the case law and stuff today. But the opposition for what he responded to Helms with Helm,
Marilyn,
yeah,
there
that was
is
ridiculous. When I
sound.
jeopardized the cases he was using, he used predominantly 4
I have to
cases.
restart.
I don't know if you had a chance to read Chalkett's response to Helms. Did you have a chance to read through that? No, I know, it just okay. Well, he responded to Helms and he listed 4 different cases to basically say that, you know, it was kind of reiterating that Helms shouldn't be dropped because just the mere association or the mere knowledge of something is enough to prove conspiracy. There should have been already an anti-slap hearing scheduled on this case already. Yes, well, I'm just stating what we saw in his response today. So, he cites 4 cases. He uses these cases, but when you pull the cases up, they're not even comparable to what's going on in this case. He uses a RICO case with a criminal enterprise, you know, which is if someone has knowledge of a crime going on, that's, of course, you're gonna have, you know, more liability as far as conspiracy goes. In this case, we're talking about, you know, statements made that somehow affected his business. We're not talking about crimes here, but shot he uses like Auto Candies, LLCV, Citigroup, and that's a RICO case to prove conspiracy. He uses a bankruptcy case to prove conspiracy. He uses an assault case to prove conspiracy. And he uses an illicit drugs, importation of illicit drugs into the country. Of course, if you have knowledge that someone's bringing illegal drugs into the country, and you do nothing, you're gonna have liability, you know, as a conspirator. He doesn't cite any case that has any sort of, you know, similar allegations or, you know, anything remotely related to this case to prove that merely talking on someone's YouTube channel and complaining or insulting or whatever would all of a sudden just make you liable to conspiracy. So the point being is that when I looked at these cases, they really do not apply to this case whatsoever. But he cites them, and he even goes as far as he takes out words. He takes, and he makes it as if he's quoting from a case, with quotes.
The next one.
Oh, so now there's only me is gonna start? Me walking away from the case? You wanna start getting into me? You wanna get on the stream? Only me! And let's talk about me abandoning the case, okay? Really? I don't know what's in the air tonight. Is there money bags? Got any friends without your money?
Okay, all right.
We need a break.
Hold on.
I think I need a bio break. I think I need a bio break.
Hold on.
I need a bio break.
And that was, I joke not, that was straight from what was in the chat.
Yeah.
Like that was what Deuce did. He went hard.
Yeah. Him and
only me. And
were
she got the stream. She like put it in. She was like, I think I need a bio break. I need a bio break. Like, did a little.
I mean, Bruce should have learned right then and there that, she wasn't going to put her chatters who were sending
Big money
donations out of the
yeah.
stream.
Yeah, because that's what happened. He just totally denied any bit of it and said, "Oh my gosh." So I came up with this next one, which I think is pretty glorious. It's called Stupid to Florida.
That should be the subject of a motion by every single defendant that has to respond to this complaint. Motion should be pointed out as misleading with an appropriate motion for sanctions, because it's necessary to respond to make sure the court's not misled as intended by the altered quote or altered citation. That is the point of it. He knows the court's not going to go back and read the cases. They're going to rely on what he says. They're going to be misled, ruled accordingly.
Oh, so now there's only me is gonna start. Me walking away from the case. You wanna start getting into me? You wanna get on the stream? Only me! And let's talk about me abandoning the case, okay? Really? I don't know what's in the air tonight. Is there money bags? Got any friends without your money?
He's gonna keep doing it. But in this case, even when you do say, "Hey, court, look what he's doing," it still goes on anyway, so...
It doesn't just let them get away with that. It emboldens them to do it more and worse and bigger and bigger.
And now the authority has dug in, and now they've set the precedent.
Okay, alright.
Wow.
We need a break.
Hold on.
I think I need a bio break.
I think I need a bio break. Hold on. I need a bio break.
Why we need a break? Why we need a break?
The issue is they've damaged individuals. And so he's gonna have a big problem with causation. We didn't cause this. He was this way at first.
Stupid to Florida.
He's been this way since he was a boy. He's a dumbass. He didn't make it more with a dumbass. He was a dumb asshole on his own. What do we do to him? I said it before. How in the fuck? How the hell is Elephant Shoe in this case? It's a shoe company. So he's Buster fucking Brown, Al fucking Bundy.
This is Paint Chip.
And you tell him to get the fuck out of here. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my fucking life. Well, guess what you guys get to do now? If this thing doesn't get dismissed, you get to subpoena all of his financials with his advertisers, with YouTube. Leslie, much simpler than that. We get his tax returns under 11th Circuit precedent. I already said this before, you get his tax return. Nobody knows more about taxes than I do. Taxation and estate planning. I know how to do taxes. I did international taxes forever, like moving money around the world. People would come to me and say, how do we do this and not pay taxes? That's what I used to do for years. You know, Bob, everything else comes on so well. I get his tax returns. I got a roadmap up as that. Why do you think Donald Trump fought so hard for so many years not to give out his tax returns? Because if you have somebody's tax returns, you have a roadmap to their financial life. You know what, everything that's going on. Give me an hour in a room with his tax returns and I'll come up with so much shit there that he'll be in trouble. And I could probably turn it around and report right to the Ohio and to Florida, and him not paying the right taxes he's supposed to pay. It'll have 3 or 4 investigations going on top of the fact that he's out of law school. It is what it is. That's what I've been waiting for. That's gonna be like Christmas. Rich, I talk about you all the time, by the way. I said, you're one of the most genius. I don't care if you're practicing law now, but I have to say you're pretty genius. An attorney? Even if you're not practicing, don't not insult me like that. I'm a journalist. No, but whatever. You know what I always say too? It's the truth. It was funny. I was on a case when I was practicing. When I had my license, it was one of the cases. Volpe, the freaking the Satin case and the Shapiro case in South Florida. But anyway, the guy was a multimillionaire. He had a rabbi. His rabbi was a disbarred attorney, not a rabbi. I'm sorry. His rabbi recommended this disbarred attorney because the guy was a freaking genius. He was disbarred because he knew more than the system, and they wanted to get him the hell out. You know what I mean? But it's like New York, I'm telling you. And I met this other disbarred attorney. But I'd probably do it as a declaratory judgment and not get as much money. So I'm trying to figure out whether I should kill myself, wink wink, and go to Brazil for a couple of years. He's joking. He's joking. That's very creative. No, I would totally stage my death and go to Brazil and collect the money for you. Well, you know, everybody just needs to go to a psychiatrist at this point. They're protected under ADA because it seems that the most successful lawsuits for millions of dollars against YouTube are ones that inflict emotional harm and mental health harm. So, hey, I'm parading, man. I'm parading diagnosis. I don't care if it was when I was 19. I'm parading it. There you go. I don't think I have any problem with anybody diagnosing me a medical killer. I'm fucking nuts! Yeah, we don't have to bring in a peanut butter drawer and drop my pants. They'll know I'm thank you. Oh my God, like it was so funny. Cause I was watching like comedy on Hodons. And I don't know what it is, but it's just like, you know, it's not even like, I don't even want to say that. It's like, it's not like original. It's not like a stereotypical that's brought in for the humor aspect. But it's just total effing ignorance, right? Just not questioning, just it. But you know, what's so sad is that there's holdings are all everywhere in this world, man. You know, and it's getting worse with AI. People in time, nobody's gonna have critical thinking skills anymore, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I was banned for a little while from the groups on Facebook, but I'm back.
But thank you,
Megan Fox. Who is too scared to get her channel shut down, so she goes live on Rumble and shows my members only.
Paid for by members.
That she is not a member of and publicizes it. Thank you for the evidence. This is not fair use, Dumbo. Get them breadsticks, girl. You will need it.
that was Megan Fox. That was a thank you to Megan Fox.
Yeah. You know, it's so obvious as to who's talking at the time that you're listening to this. Like, oh my God, like, it's like you read a document.
Like I like you, Rich. You're so awesome. You're like a genius. Like
Wow. I never thought, like, you can't read court documents. Like, it's a felony if you're, like, not a lawyer.
Yeah. Paint Chips is so smart. He got his ass thrown in prison over doing shady shit. But he knows how to hide money. He admits it right there.
And he, you know, he's gonna fake his unaliving so he can go to Belize and collect all their money that he's gonna hide.
Yes. The best part is the next one after this is based off of, well, you'll figure it out.
You never know. You never know who could be doing the positions. However, what is happening right now? So what I was gonna start off with was this. I'm just gonna lay this out flat. Here we go. It's blunt as I this New Yorker can. Nobody has permission from me or this channel to use any images, any videos, whether they're live, whether they're shorts, whether they're just uploaded regular videos, and especially members only videos for their own channels, for their own postings, for their emails to send to anybody. They do not have any permission, and they certainly don't have any permission to air my live streams. Especially members only on any platform, including YouTube or Rumble, Miss Chicken Shit. So, I'm saying that straight out. There is no permission given anywhere to do that. If they want to do it, they can ask to do it. I've not been asked. And they cannot do it. So I want to thank you guys for letting me know what's going on, because as you know, I don't or Facebook correct nowhere. Nobody has permission to use anything of me, my channel, my images, my husband, anything. They do not have permission whatsoever. Now they can laugh about what I'm saying right now and go, something. Go right ahead. The key thing is you don't have permission to use it. So whatever happens from that point forward, that's on you if something happens at all. But what I can tell you is after yesterday, I got shit going on, okay? And when, and you'll know about it. Quite sure you'll find out about it soon. But as of right now, I'm not gonna speak about it.
They're laughing at us.
But I want to thank you for those, because you know I don't watch everything. Who let me know about it, because that's some serious shit.
They're laughing at us.
What I can say is that is not fair use. And thank you so much for your 21,000 views.
They're laughing at us.
You never did. And I got you. And,
they're laughing at us.
The other one who thinks he's gonna do the same thing, pay attention. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So, anyhow.
They're laughing at us.
Every day,
now,
twice on Sunday.
I love that I know the words to several of these songs. Well, you can find the words to it, because it's the same thing that they've been yelling and screaming and freaking out over. Oh, but I think God. I forgot about this one. Oh, I'm going to skip over a few of these. Not that they're not bad. It's just, it's 12:30.
Yeah. And I got a meeting with some peoples tomorrow at 1:15 Central.
Oh my God.
Or no, Eastern. What am I saying? Central. It's Eastern time.
Well, I'm going to do two more, and then I'm going to do a video for you guys. So this one is, I guess the best way to put it is, this is about me.
About you?
This next one is, yes. And then we'll go to, well, the full song of Bring It On, Only Me. The full one. It's so good.
Let's see.
We all know this misinformation. Same people that want Michelle and John to have the money directly, but you should have had the money. You shouldn't have had the money either. Well, you know, I did what I was supposed to do with it, so they need to get over it. I'm harping on about giveaways and saying people didn't get prizes. Well, some people who didn't send addresses definitely didn't get them. I can tell you that, Sammy Miyagi bought a banner and it never got hung. The banner's there. John has the banner. When John decides, and if John decides to hang it is up to John. Well, I did, John. Dawn, I did have permission. 100% Dawn, I saw it when she said she could. So anyway, once again showing Michelle's incomings and outgoings, Venom sent over screenshots from 2 weeks from October 2024, November 24, showing the links for Hollywood Christmas and Amazon wishlist. Venom. I have 2 different summaries, that's why you might hear me repeating the same thing. Venom thinks it's a big find and proof of funds given. There is no doubt funds were given. What do these people are idiots? She mentioned germs going to the flea market and said in former videos, Lisa, you said I am the PR team, I'm Michelle's voice. Go listen to it again and then watch the whole thing.
I did.
In comments, Bad Tina says she's not a flipper, she's a truth seeker. I saw and heard the truth. You're a lying bitch who set somebody up and made her think things to get you and get whatever kind of truth you were looking for. You tried to get her, the whole narrative to change over to you and in your favor, or shall I say, tongue favor. You're a scam artist. You've been a scam artist since you were young. It's proven in your freaking records in the Duval County Police Department and court records. Sorry. So now that's all I got. Cooper. I've bought 4 necklace ones, 2 gave away from Molly's side. Thank you, Edie. I don't understand why are people saying that, I'm not sure what Don's referring to, though. I didn't see what was typed in before. Alright, so now we have, dumb nuts. Okay, I guess dumb nuts. Chizzy Dumbnut did a video on Sunday. I'm like, who the hell is Dump Pat? That shitty idiot that uses AI to make everybody laugh with his open letters or whatever.
Yes!
Yeah, I don't know, I give up. Yeah, I don't even numb nuts game. Anyways, so I guess Venom was again. Venom's trying to really get herself out there, isn't she? So Venom was a guest, and it was titled Morning Chaos at What the Hell Scared ? Protection Artist Spin. Okay, whatever this is. So Susie's going through Lisa's transcript from Saturday. We are tripping girls' night. Susie's analyzing JC and MP's fire pit by looking at it upon Google Maps. He talks about what may be around it based on Google Maps. First of all, how often are those things updated, by the way? He talks about what may be around the placement of the fire pit and wonders if it's an encroachment. Oh my God, shut up! Robbie, have you seen where the, oh no, I guess you didn't. You weren't there, so you may not have seen where the fire pit is. I don't know where it's at. Ready for this? You want to talk about, like, let me tell you something. Guess who's got defamation against her? Not against her, but for her. Like she could sue for defamation. And here's another one. Venom is stating that there are pictures of Kendra on OnlyFans out there. Oh boy. Do you ever see that one? That was a Facebook post like ages ago. Guess there was never pictures. There's just video. Probably. But Dave did something on Facebook posting pictures of Kydra and it wasn't even her, and they're saying, I was like, wow, I'm like, you guys are you're really looking for, like, come on, man. How many times do I have to say there's always been pictures of us in the very beginning of our intro videos? These people are idiots. Let's see, Venom insists that the otter wasn't hit by a vehicle. She says there's a bullet hole and is not in the condition it should be if it was ran over. Not enough blood. Oh, Robbie. Oh my God! Oh my God! So now you're a forensic expert! Right, or an animal. I have literally picked up animals that are hit by cars that there is absolutely no blood except for a drop of blood from the nose. And it's because they do this thing called internal bleeding. When the thing is crushed and the skin does not split, there's no blood.
I don't need to be an animal expert or expert or a forensic
Oh,
psychologist.
God.
I think she said. Is that what she said? Psychologist.
She said something. I wasn't quite sure what the hell
The
she was
body
going off about.
was still perfect.
Oh.
It wasn't flat. The head wasn't crushed. There is a hole in the back.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was repeating what chat said, what I thought my opinion was by looking at it.
You can have your opinion. That's the beauty of it. I got to do something here because this just came in and oh my gosh. Thank you so much. It didn't work. Doggone it. I know why it didn't work. This is because I got to be on this screen and it has to be just me. We'll remove that. Yes, we'll remove that. And give me a second. Because here we go. Go. Oh, thank you so much, K-Matt Red
Your
Queen.
lovely music is not driving safe, as was listening earlier when Debunked dropped. And let's say good thing cop's not around. You know, wow.
That's... You want to hear it again? That was so awesome. Wow.
Your lovely music is not driving safe, as was listening earlier when Debunked dropped. And let's say good thing cop's not around. You know, wow.
Oh, we got to give you the last video of the night, and I'm gonna do it from the screen right here, and you guys get to enjoy one of the most fun videos that I've made in a little while, and I hope that you appreciate it because it's gonna be awesome.
Sun's out. Palm trees sway. Why is it snowing in Florida? Somebody check her pupils.
Stream was rolling, mouth on autopilot. Confidence loud, but the brain went silent. Talking like nothing could ever go wrong. Then the shit got weird and the pause too long. Psycho blinking like Morse code. Thoughts doing donuts off road. Chat goes quiet, she starts to sweat. That's why she feel that internet. Finger hovering over end. Can't rewind shit you already said. Heart racing, logic fled. It's snowing in Florida, must be cold. Whole damn stream got the dough. Whole damn stream got the leader gonna soul. But she kept the clip she should've hold. 43 seconds, solid gold. I was erased like they never existed. But that one moment, it resisted. Worst damn take of the whole damn night. Framed it, saved it, hit upload, right? Sunshine state, but she seeing flakes. Talking in circles, tripping on takes. Deletes the past like it's gonna heal. But panic always leaks the real. You can scrub the drive, you can curse the cloud. But you left the part where you said it out loud. Nice work, crowd. Snowing in Florida, hit the lead. Kept the proof and kill the beat. Erase the context, not the receipt. 43 seconds, sweep the street. It's out of context. It was a joke. It's edited. Yeah, by you. Give me everything, give me everything, give me everything, give me everything. Except the crime scene. Now comes the spin, watch it unfold. Same old script, getting real old. Blame the weather, blame the stress, blame the chat for your mess. But you can't blame pause, you can't blame fear. You can't blame why that clip's still here. You chose to keep, you chose to cut. Accidental honesty, oops, whoops nuts. It's snowing in Florida, melting fast. Try to outrun your digital past. Burn the house, but the door was glass. 43 seconds gonna last.
Oh, thank you, Jerry.
Spin, lagging. Spin, try again. Give it everything, give it everything. Give it everything, give it everything.
Babe, I didn't. I mean, I did, but not like that. The lights were buzzing, the room went flat. Did you see the walls? They moved, they bent. The chat was typing in past tense. I wasn't sweating, that was shine. Florida heat does that sometimes. Why'd you freeze it on my face? That frame's a lie, it changed the shape. My eyes weren't blinking, Morse code, no. They were buffering, running slow. Snow in July, it's climbing stuff. You don't understand, the pressure's rough. I hit delete before it spread, but it spread inside my head. 43 keeps looping red.
It's snowing in Florida, babe, can't you see? It's not on me, it's not on me. The sun went out selectively. That clip ain't even technically. The whole thing's edited wrong. You stretched the pause too long. I wasn't gone, I was strong. You're the one that made it wrong.
The screen recording every blink, zooming in on how I think. I can feel the pixels crawl like little bugs inside the wall. Why's the silence sound so loud? Why's the snow inside the cloud? I wiped the drive, I cleared the slate, but 43 won't dissipate. It's not a receipt, it's a glitch, it's a slip, it's a stitch. You don't get context, you don't get me, you don't get what I was gonna be. I should've burned the whole damn feed, should've starved you all of need. Why'd I leave the part that bleeds?
It's snowing in Florida, babe, can't you see? It's not on me, it's not on me.
Make sure you guys throw Venom's link up there. Go sub up to that young lady. She is
The whole
awesome.
thing's edited
Wrong, you stretched the pause too long. I wasn't gone, I was strong. You're the one that made it wrong. Just scared it, then I'm not scared. I just needed it gone. It was vibrating, it was breathing, it was watching me back. I can hear the comment ghosts, quoting lines I hate the most. Out of context I rehearse, but every spin just makes it worse. Maybe I kept it on purpose, maybe I wanted it to hurt us. Maybe I wanted proof I'm real, even if real don't feel like days.
It's snowing in Florida, babe, it's snow. Don't ask why, just let it go. Sunlight white and powder glow. 43 will always show.
You say panic, I say fate. You say I slipped, I say too late. You say truth was accidental, I say truth is ornamental.
Delete.
I love it, cooking.
Delete. Spin it till it fits.
Lie, no, not lie. Hey.
That's right, we are Venom.
Yeah.
Why is it still snowing?
Breaking news or whatever. They're on another one. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, emergency Zoom film at 11. Same 5 goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion they skin while half watching Yellowstone. Gang, gang. Squinting at 8-point font like detectives. Zoom so far and the pixels are screaming for mercy. Look at this, timestamps 2020, 22, my God. But they're yelling it like they just cracked Watergate. High five. Mike's been muted for 20 minutes, still barking. Circular logic, so a lot of time to seem impressive. Trust the plan, this is massive. Nah, fam, it's boilerplate and it's mid at best. Gang, gang. Self-appointed outrage squad patting each other like they personally ended corruption. Gang. Dropping bombshell tea that's been sitting in pieces since breakfast. Gang, gang. Moral high ground speed run, they'll flip the script the second it's convenient. Gang. Same PowerPoint presentation, new day, same brain dead narration. Gang, gang. We're not obsessed, we're just passionate. 3-hour living yesterday's hoodie, passion in my ass. Why is he even breathing right now? Says the guy refreshing notifications every 14 seconds. Gang, gang. Playing lawyer on God mode, reading comprehension. Stuck in elementary, confidence in the stratosphere, case dismissed. They're screaming to the void, motion still pending but go off I guess.
Disagree? Obviously a paid chill. Actually read the filing, deep state plan. Laugh at them, you're clearly compromised too. Exist in the same zip code, suspicious behavior. Notify the group chat. Gang, 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 gang.
Tighter circle, smaller brain.
Gang, gang.
Echo chamber finally running out of oxygen. Gang, gang. Yeah, gang, gang, acting the actual judge like it's group chat. Replay all meltdowns, labeled just asking questions. Got warned by the core once, that was a suggestion. Still get it the same dumb screed like it's strictly trash talk. Gang, gang, we're above all this drama. While screenshotting, they on meltdown for content. Preaching peace and love while actively baiting bears. And fake shock when the bear finally bites back. How could this happen? Gang, gang, synchronized tantrum hours. 5 tabs open, all the same screenshot. Different zoom levels, gang, gang. Premature victory lap over legal language, still can't pause. Gang, gang, standing 10 toes on business until tomorrow's filings, send them scrambling again. Gang, gang. Hype the claim to the moon, then ghost the chat when it ages like milk. Gang, 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 gang. Gang, gang. Refresh, refresh, gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang. See y'all same time tomorrow. Gang, gang. Don't be late.